Hello and welcome. You're watching the Social Network. Now, every second and every minute on the cyberspace and the cyber world is a lot. So imagine 24 hours in a day on the cyber world. The number of followers of both Shashi Tharoor, who's the most followed politician of the Congress, and of course Narendra Modi, who has now surpassed him. And clearly, every single minute, the number of followers, in fact, increase. In fact, that is what we're discussing on the Social Network today. Followers, mass-produced, not mass. BJP Congress in a fake followers blame game. And of course, you can tweet us live at TSN on NDTV. That's our Twitter handle, and we'll take your tweets live. But just to really quickly show you some of the ways in which you get a sense of how the social media really works. Of course, there are many people who are genuinely tweeting and genuinely expressing, using the space to debate, opinionate, and be heard. But of course, there are lots and lots of fake followers, or trolls as are popularly called. A quick look at this page really shows you that this is really trolling by the Congress. They have been tweeting all day from different, allegedly, they've been tweeting from various accounts saying Will Gujarat, speaking up, of course, on that Ishrat Jahan encounter case. This is also, this is really a sense of, this is an attack really by the Congress on the BJP, and really both parties, in a sense, having a organized set of people who are actually working the space of the cyber world, which is becoming more and more important, especially in the run-up to the 2014 polls, where, of course, social media may play a small but definitely a very significant role. So to talk a little bit more about that on the show, we're joined by Ajoy Ashirwad, who's a correspondent with the Frontline. We've also got Vidit Bakshi, who's the director of Lucidius Trainings, in the studio with us. Vidit is going to talk a little bit about how you can actually increase the followers without having people behind them. From Mumbai, we're joined by Preeti Gandhi, who's from the Mumbai BJP Communications Cell. And we're also joined from Mumbai by Surya Narayan Ganesh. He's not only an active on Twitter, but he's also a Congress supporter. Preeti, if I could just start with you first. You know, what's really interesting, a lot of the Congress opposition and a lot of the Congress criticism on how the BJP manages its social space is that they insist that, this is something which is done in a very organized way, while the party has constantly said that this is volunteer work done by a lot of people, but it's clearly no longer volunteer. In the last 4 years, organizations have been picked up and have been told to, in fact, create this huge space where Narendra Modi, who's obviously, a key prime ministerial candidate, is looking to try and make his mark over everybody else.
No, see, let me start by first telling you that, it's so sad that the social media is such a wonderful way in which the government can get a public opinion immediately, a feedback. As soon as they've taken a decision, you get a feedback on things. But instead of taking this positively, and making use of it, they have continuously tried to throttle us, first by, blocking accounts, trying to block accounts, and very clearly those accounts were very pro-Modi and very pro-BJP. Those accounts were blocked, no reasons given, absolutely. Then there was a 66A. I mean, such things, it's not right to do something like this. That's what I feel.
Surya, I mean, one of the arguments that has been made against the Congress for a lot is that they're being, in a sense, a little bit of a sour grapes. They clearly haven't managed to create their space in the cyber world. And in a sense, that's the reason they're using to constantly attack BJP for trolling. I mean, it's not as if the Congress doesn't troll.
No, it's not about Congress. It's about the government.
That is a complete misnomer. If you really look at how Congress and BJP leaders are participating on social media, it's quite different. I mean, you just have to compare Tharoor and Narendra Modi. I mean, Tharoor is somebody who's out there. He's tweeting about his work. He's constantly, tweeting about current events. He's interacting with people on current events. Whereas if you take Modi, I mean, he just, that account just tweets. I don't think even, Modi even tweets himself. He just put, his PR just puts tweets out there, and he doesn't respond to anybody. He doesn't interact. And I think that is the huge difference between how users are supposed to interact on Twitter. If you take Obama actually engages with his supporters, even his opponents, he replies to them. And this is the big qualitative difference you find between Tharoor and Modi. And to me, there is actually no comparison between the two. Tharoor is far ahead in effective use of social media.
Can I come in
Modi
here?
is using it for PR.
Preeti, I'm just going to give you a chance to respond. Let the panelist speak whatever he has to say, then you can respond.
Yes.
But before you respond, I want to bring in Ajoy. Ajoy, you know, this whole competition, this war in a sense of who's going to get the maximum number of followers, what does it really mean in the end? I mean, it's clear that Congress is in a bit of a back foot as far as the social media is concerned. They're trying to get ahead in a sense. They're trying to match up in a sense. BJP is far ahead, but Narendra Modi doesn't really have a personalized account at all. I mean, we've gone over this time and time again.
Kashish, it's really amusing for me as a journalist to see the Congress and BJP fighting with each other over the social media. I think all of us agree here that social media is a very powerful medium. But in India, Modi's social media campaign is typical just for the very fact that it is a consolidation of support for one individual leader, unlike other Facebook, unlike the Arab Spring, unlike in Anna Hazare movement, where people gathered together for a particular cause, like corruption or toppling the government. But here, it is a consolidation of support for a person who aims to become a prime minister.